Good morning. This is my outfit today. This is that cute little, these pants slide off because they're tight in my legs and loose in my butt and waist. This is that cute little top that I bought from my son's girlfriend's best friend's aunt. She has a traveling boutique and I bought it probably 5 years ago. So I can't link it for you, but maybe this will inspire you. I have a bra on. It's a Victoria's Secret bra. It's got this double strap and it matches completely, so it doesn't look like my underwear is showing. And these are the American Eagle jeans, and they're no longer available either. And then I have on my I think they're called Stunner by Leith. These cute little shoes that have the iridescent pearls on them. Has iridescent beads or clear beads and pearls. I love those. My fingernails today are Revlon Koi. I can't tell whether y'all can see anything or not. And I'm experimenting with something. I don't know whether you can see that or not either. I'm experimenting. I'll give you the deets on that when I get it all figured out. And I have on my blue crystals today to go with the cobalt in this. I know, matchy matchy. I don't have any hair product in my hair today. I'm going to see my hairstylist and talk about getting my roots done. I may or may not do it. I may or may not get my roots done. I love how healthy my hair is, and I feel like it's this healthy because I haven't put any chemicals on it. The fragrance I'm wearing today that I'm going to wear is Replica Wicked Love, I believe. It's a super odd fragrance. It's got a peppery note or something. I'll have to look it up. When I edit this video, I will look at the notes. It is truly something you've never smelled before. It's almost like you broke off a pungent weed in the yard. And why would you spray that all over your body? Because I think I like pungent weeds. All right. So there's that. I'm going to put some sparkles on since I'm going to be partially naked today. This is my Tom Ford Sparkle Oil. I'm just gonna lather up with it good. Everybody's coming out with one of these now. I saw that Anastasia Beverly Hills has one, and it was like 30, opposed to this one that was like, what, 98? So I'm gonna stop using it sparingly. Okay, I gotta find the squirt hole. I do want to get it on my body and not spray it across the room or on my carpet. All right. And then I'm going to take the rest of it and put it on my ends. I know, I said I wouldn't put any hair product in. Okay. I'm gonna go fix another coffee and my electrolytes, and I'll meet you girls in the car. Good morning. I'm going to work. It's a really odd angle, right? Oh well. I did not put any hair product in my hair today, which I already told you in the last clip. I'm going to the beauty parlor today, and I want her to be able to assess my hair without hair product. I have on the Tom Ford Sparkle Oil. Put it on generously all over my body. Actually, just on my arms and my chest and my shoulders. Today I put on the Mer Renewal Oil. My face feels a little dry. I think I'm using something that has a cell turnover effect in it. I don't know which product it is. My face looked a little dry, or it doesn't feel uncomfortable. So I think it's a skincare product. So I was asked in a comment this morning, I'll get back to my face in a minute. I have to do this organic. About my body care products. I use the hippie soap from Whole Foods. This is the brand Pacha, something like that. I don't know. Body care. I use Old Spice deodorant, not antiperspirant. Every once in a while, just for giggles, I'll pull a moisturizer out of my bedside table. I mean, like once every 2 months, I'll pull moisturizer out of the bedside table and I'll rub down my whole body with some moisturizer. And I have one that's from I think it's from Victoria's Secret, that Carol Ostrader. She didn't follow me anymore. I did something to piss her off. I do not know what it was. She did not tell me. She just ghosted me. Anyway, she sent me a body cream from Victoria's Secret, and I think it has a fine little sparkle in it, and the sparkle stays, because the next day when I'm out and about, I'll look at my arms and I'll go, whoa, I'm sparkling. Where'd that come from? And then I'll remember. But like I said, I don't use it very often. I bet she's been ghosting me for probably 2 years, so I've had it a long time. So that tells you how often I put moisturizer on. In the shower, I use a Gillette razor. Don't have to use it very often because I've had laser hair removal, so I don't have much hair anywhere. Legs, arms, fingers, toes. So it's just the Gillette razor that you change the blade out on. Maybe once a week I have to shave. I have a pumice stone it's a purple brick. I'll link that for you. The reason I use that is because I used to be friends with this couple that did nails, and the particular salon they were at, they used this purple brick, and I think you can get it at Sally's. I really like it. And I put some soap on it. I rub it across my soap to get some lube on it, and then I scrub my heels real good with it. Cut and paint my own toenails. I try to cut them straight across until one of the corners starts digging into my big toe, and then I cut that corner off. I really don't do a lot of, scrubbing, body scrubs or moisturizers or self-tanner. I was using a self-tanner that Heather sent me back in the spring. It was from Sephora. And now that the sun's out and I can go sit in the sun for a few minutes each day, I don't need to use that. I didn't use up the whole can, so that tells you how many times I use that. I just don't do much to I guess what I do to maintain the way my body skin looks, texture, blah, 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 is my ketogenic diet and my cod liver oil. I think that goes a long way for how your skin looks on your entire body, right? Because you can't say, well, it only makes the skin on my face look good, because that wouldn't be possible, right? To make it just work on that. All right, so let's talk about my face. I used the Mer Renewal Oil. It could be the Palu that's making my skin turn over. I'm using that at least every other night. I'll put a link in the description box for that video so you can see what I'm talking about. So then I used the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation. I think the color is Cream Whip, Cool Whip, Cream Whip. And I used a damp beauty blender to pounce that in. I used the Ritual to bronze up the perimeter of my face, and I used the F23 soft angle contour brush. The reason I'm not using my Sigma contour kit, it's called Sculpt, is because it's in my bridal kit, my Freelance kit. It's great. It's got colors that work on most people, and I've used it in several brides and bridal parties. So that's where that is, and that's why I'm not using. The highlight is also in there, and I think the brides I've had lately that have had beach weddings wanted their cheeks to sparkle. The ones that want their chest and body to sparkle, I used that Chanel loose powder that I got that was limited edition that I got a few Christmases ago. Not a few, probably 5 Christmases ago. It's maybe Starlight or Starlit or something like that. If the bride is hot, a little sticky because she's warm, it sticks really well. If it doesn't stick, I use the Urban Decay All-Nighter spray to make it stick. I spray her and then I dust it and then I spray her. So that's why I'm using the Laura Mercier Ritual as my contour bronzer, and I use the Nymphea Aura powder as my blush. The reason I'm using it is because it just looks like a natural flush. Today I used the J-Cat White Goddess as my highlight. I used the medium fill and blend pencil from Sigma in my brows. I used the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I used a new Makeup Geek palette that my friend Heather sent me. She sent me a goodie box, so I used the Makeup Geek out of that. I also, underneath that, I used the ColourPop gel, and I tried to use it as an eyeshadow base. It doesn't work well. It doesn't move. It doesn't move. It works better as a gel eyeliner, which is probably what it was meant to be used as, and that's what I used it as after I figured out that it is my eyeshadow primer. It was very difficult to get it to move though. Then I used the Makeup Geek over the ColourPop brown gel, and then I put a dibby dab of a color from the Charlotte Tilbury Icon palette in the center. Are you wanting over? Well, then you can get over. I used Monsieur Big mascara by Lancome on my eyelashes today with no primer. I did not curl them. I used the Clean Up and Highlight pencil from Sigma. It's a brow cleanup and highlight on my waterline. It sticked. It done stuck. And it's brightening. I like it. I used the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless as my setting powder. Just as my setting powder. I used the MAC Prep and Prime transparent powder to set my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind underneath my eyes. I used the Clinician's Complex on my lips while I was getting ready. And then I dabbed it off because I needed to blow dry my hair and I didn't want my hair to stick to my lips. And then I went in with the ColourPop. Heather sent me a ColourPop gloss. And it's very similar to... I'll have to show it to you when there it is. The sparkles are very similar to that's in the Marc Jacobs and the Too Faced. I'll put which ones I'm talking about. It's got all different color sparkles. Okay, hopefully my camera's cooled off enough now that we can film a little more until I get to work. So I was telling you about the lip gloss by ColourPop. It's just the right amount of sticky. It's not as sticky as the MAC. The MAC is just so freaking sticky that I think it must have a magnetic force in it too that draws hair to it. It's crazy. Then on to the things that Heather sent. She sent a pouch of perfume samples. I guess she gets samples every time she does a Sephora every time she does a purchase at Nordstrom or wherever, she gets fragrances. Anyway, this one is by Replica. It's Wicked Love. It is really, now it's cooling down to a coconutty. I don't know what the top note was. Cardamom, maybe? I don't know. It's really sharp. But yes, it's settling down to a, maybe a little bit coconut. Anyway, it's really interesting. I have so many fragrances now. I could douse head to toe, do 15 squirts twice a day between now and 20 years from now, and not buy any new fragrances and not run out probably. It's crazy. That Wicked Love is really interesting. We'll look up the notes for that. We are. What are Pat and I watching on, I think it's Amazon. It is In Plain Sight. It's very much like Burn Notice. It's very light. It's a little mystery. There's a lot of witty repartee. She kind of talks like Joe Friday. She's marshal. Is it a federal marshal? I don't know what they call it. And she's responsible for witnesses that are in the witness protection plan. What is it called? Witness protection program? They're in the program. That's what it's about. And it's, it's light. We can play on our phones while we watch. It's not disturbing. We had to turn away from the one with Reese Witherspoon. Is that her name? No. Zellweger. Renee Zellweger. Because there was a three-way with guys in it. I did not. If you're into watching pornography, secretly enjoy watching pornography, you would dig this series. I had never, not even when I was a curious child, liked watching. See, anytime I saw that, I would I would turn my eyes away from it. Call me a prude. I don't know. I think that's I think it's supposed to be a private thing. God, he started rolling, and he had like a rhino bar. Just would have been a bad scene for me. Anyway, so we could not watch the Renee Zellweger What If thing. It was too much. I don't like pornography. If you want to do it, you do it. You do you. Whatever. I'm kind of a libertarian in that sense. Swing your arm all you want to, as long as it doesn't hit me. Everybody's driving like new-news today. Lourdes and I were talking. She said everybody's been in a mood today, this week. I think the heat makes people in a mood. Aren't there more murders when it's hot? We'll look that up too. We'll see. I bet Wikipedia knows. 8:58. I'm going to make it almost on time. Still no rain. We almost have a dirt patch in there. Well, we do. We have some dirt patches where we've been feeding the geese. They've plucked all the green out, so now it's just hard pan. I used to love pizza, and I used to love Mexican. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to park over here. Ta-ta.